Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do the second part of the Million Owls book, and we are coloring, where did we go? It's probably back further. Here we go, the little owls here. I'm going to work on the moon, and we're going to do that in blues, and we are working with the polychromos. So I'm just going to grab out some of these blue colors for the moon. And we'll see what we come up with here, because I'm not familiar with the blue colors on the polychromo side. So, I don't know what the color this one is. It's a funny color. It's a turquoise. Don't know if I want to go turquoisey, but we'll pull out a few. Okay, so I pulled out a Hilo reddish blue, a light phthalo blue, a sky blue, a cobalt turquoise light, and a Hilo turquoise plain color. Interesting color range. So the lightest color I would assume is a sky color. Nope, lightest one is a cobalt turquoise. I'm gonna get out a little white piece of paper here and hopefully see what color we get. It's pretty light. We'll see the sky blue one. Nope, this is not a sky blue. This one? Yes. Okay. I don't know, we can go with all these. I gotta figure out a base color though. I think this light turquoisey one will probably work as a base coat. Gonna kind of wear down the tip here a little bit so I get a little edge on that. I don't know, I should probably move the camera down. Okay, this will be a lot of moving the book, but we're going to start around the face area and then kind of go out towards the edges in kind of a lighter look there. So we're going to start off with our cobalt light turquoise and see what we get. Just very light pressure. And I'm going to just put it down like a base coat all over the section, like here to here. Hopefully. We'll see what we get. I'm used to doing this more with the stress ink, but I want to distress ink the background, so I'm going to try to use the pencils as much as I can on this page. I do know that it'll be a lot of coating on here, so we'll probably go a little darker on the outside, but we have to bring it all the way in. So just kind of lightly bringing it all the way up, I think up towards the, probably where you can see in the camera. I know this is a pretty rough coat, but just trying to get some of the color down. Okay, we've got a color coat on, and then the next color, that is blue, 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 blue. What do we got here? That'll actually be nice. This is the Hilo turquoise 155, and that'll go nicely around the edges here. It's just a darker turquoise, but we are going to put blue in here. Try not to go out of the lines. Kind of giving it a kind of roundy look here. Okay, we're going to also darken up the top lip. And the cheek. And blend it out. The eye. And the nosy. It's getting tickled by the feather of her hat. Okay, then we're going to go in with the Halo Blue Reddish. Let's see what color that is. It's a nice deep blue. We're going to use that on there too. Bring that up in there. Then we're going to bring this color up into the points up here a little more. And we'll bring that down into the bottom down here. It's okay if you go into the clouds. I have another plan to do with those. I might paint them because I want them white and fluffy. Okay, back here is part of that moon too, so I want to bring that up. It's very light pencil work there. Trying not to get it in her hat. I don't know what color I'm doing her hat yet. Okay, so then we're just rubbing it on the turquoise there for a little bit in there, just to blend it. And going all the way around the edge here. Do the same thing with the nose. We'll darken the edge here. Cheek. eye and the lip. I find it's easier to hold the pencil back when you're doing the shading, but it cramps up my hand, so I can't do it for very long. Okay. Ouchie, 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 ouch. See, we haven't used this one yet, the sky blue. So we're going to bring that in too. I just want a lot of blue shades in here. Did I just start with the sky blue, or did I start with the other one? Okay, it's looking kind of good. Oh, we have a little tip over here we didn't do. I'll start that too. Bring in that same blue. And then there's part of the cage down here too. A little of that and a little of the turquoise. And the just using up the sky blue in here, just on the tip. Okay. So we're just going to go over it and over it with these colors until we get a nice shaded look. So I'm going to go back in with the turquoise. Put a little more pressure on the edges there just to get that color down a little better. And we're going to do the same thing up here at the top. So how do you guys like using your polychroma pencils. I do find them a lot different than the Prismacolors. And way different than my Distress ink. This is a lot of layering to basically get the same effect that I got with the, or that I get when I use the Distress ink. But I also know a lot of you have problems getting the same result I do, so I thought I would do it in pencil this time. Probably repeating myself, getting lost and doing all these. I want the tips dark up here. So just putting more pressure on that and blending it out. Okay. Blend that in with some of the, oh, I don't even know what this is anymore, the light turquoise. Okay, now we're going to take, sorry, some white, if I can find some white here. Yep, okay, we have a white pencil. I always want to make sure that the pen nib doesn't have any other color. And I'm just going to go in here, put a little more pressure on there and bring it up. It's going to knock the tooth of the paper down, but we're going to get some white in here. I don't know if that's going to move those pencils around very much. Might change that to a white Prisma, because I need some lightness there. Blend that up a little better. This will do the same thing by knocking the tooth of the paper down. I'm putting a lot of pressure on this so I can, that's burnishing the paper. And I don't know if that's doing a very good job. This is, you know, all testing on this page. I'm going to bring in some of the light turquoise and see what that will do on top of the Prisma white. yeah, that'll blend in. Just real light pressure there. And if there's any spots you don't like, you can try either rubbing it, which works when I do Prismos, or we can erase a little bit of it. Let's see, my little eraser here. This is just a little cheap little eraser, and I got some color I didn't want there, so I'm just gonna lightly put it down and erase some of that. Then we'll add in the white again. Just blend it a little better. Okay, then we will work going up. And because I don't work with these pencils a lot, we'll do a little more erasing. Okay, then up into the top up here, and bringing down some of that blue, and I don't want to in that area, so just erase a little of that. Put in the white again. Gonna have to sharpen this pencil, and it's really tiny, and I don't think I can with my regular sharpener, so I have to get out my old one. This is just a Stadler you can change the blade type metal sharpener. So when I had it first, I got my wrist got really tired trying to sharpen all my pencils, so I had to get a different one. Okay, we're just gonna put some white in here. Take back the tooth of the paper, and I'm going to go in with the pencils again. Alright, just throw my little stuff all over the place. Caran d'Ache blender. We're going to see if that works any better. I don't know if it will or not. Like I say, when I do a page, I kind of throw everything on it to see how it and what will work best. Okay, we'll go through that. Put that down. Across his nose, his mouth. Down here on this area too. Okay, let me just take in the pencils. I have a brush that I should be using and I can't find it. Yep, sounds true to course here. Okay, we're going to go back up here on the point, and this is the turquoise, and we're just going to put some more of this down. A little more pressure on it. Go to the edge, turn the pencil around so you get the sharpest point there. Okay. Just touching it into that white area and blending it back out to the edge. Just one little more color in there. Okay, the light turquoise. Kind of softening up the edge a little. Okay. Gonna bring in a darker blue, so this is Indian Green blue. I am not the best at pronouncing those, so that's what this is. And we're gonna go down here on the tips. I'm gonna bring some of that in, which is a really nice dark blue. All right. I've got to find my little brush. Just use a rag. Then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom one down here. Bring in a little down here. Okay. Use the blender here just to blend it in a bit better. Up here at the top. Kind of leaving his face light, or at least I'm trying. That's the goal. Okay, found the brush. There we go. So there we have our blue moon. Some piece in there that shouldn't be there. There we go. Because I put the Prisma down, I can scratch that out. I like to rub it with my finger to get any other blending done that I couldn't do with the pencil. I'm not the best at blending these polychromos out. I have a little mark here, so we're going to try to cover that up with a little of the turquoise. And like I said, I play with this a lot because I'm not the best at blending these colors. So if I want a little darker, I'll make it a little darker. If I want a little lighter, I probably will erase again some spots. Like there's this little tiny spot there I don't want. Okay, I might put a little black in the tips just to make them a little darker too. Okay, now the background, I'm either going to paint it black. I had mentioned it before, both of these pages are going to have the same background. This one is a blue moon, this one will be a yellow moon, is the only big difference. So if I put a black background on, I can put little white stars on it. I will have to do the cage in white so you can actually see what it is. And the clouds will be done in white. So what I'm going to do is get out some black matte paint. Boom. And put it on the page. And it's just, you know, with a paintbrush, regular paintbrush. Clean my desk and can't find anything. That'll work. Just a regular paintbrush that you can go in here with. I put it on a plastic sheet. Just one of these. And paint away. I don't usually put water on it because I don't need it. Eeks. Gotta be careful. So we'll just take some of this. See how this paper does with this. It's not the best brush, but it'll work. I'm gonna kind of leave a little extra room around the fussy things because they're tiny. That can go in with a pen, a fine liner, and get that taken care of. This is really a bad brush for this. But like I said, I cleaned my desk and I don't know where my stuff is. I'll leave a space there. So I know that that is where the metal part of the cage is. It'll take that paint pretty well. So what I'll do is just get this painted, and then I will come back and show you what else I'm going to do. This is just the tedious part of going around the edges. So when I get back, we will do the rest of the page. Okay guys, we've painted the whole background black. I've decided I'm going to do her hat and this little apartment, I guess, because it has a window, in purples. And then I'm going to do the gate thing here in white. And I'm going to do that real quick first before I get too far and forget how it's supposed to go. So I have a scratch piece of paper to make sure that the pen will work. And then I'm just going to go up where I left the white lines, kind of make it a little thicker, and put in the bars for the cage. This is the door, handle, then the door goes down. Okay, and it goes up to the little dots up here, and I'm going to do those big and white. And any spot that isn't white, I will go in with the black fine liner and fix up. Okay, this one goes up here to his wing. And I missed 2 spots of black there. So we have our little cage back. So I'm going to do, like I said, the parts up here in purple. So we've got mauve, blue, violet, and crimson. They look like good colors. I'm going to figure out which one's the darkest. And it's funny because mauve and the purple or the blue violet almost are identical. It's just, one's just a hair bluer, and I wonder if I can just mix those and just use 2 pencils. So we'll get rid of mauve out of that equation and just go in with the blue violet and the crimson. And we'll start up here on this little ball. There's a little something here, and I don't know what that little something is. It wasn't really part of the leaf. So I'm just gonna blend it in with whatever this little ball is. Go around the window. So kind of pressing as dark as I can get it over here, and then just bringing it up nice and light here. Then we'll go in with the crimson. Let's go around it and add it to this side. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing with her hat. Okay, the hat. And we're gonna make it kind of dark and make sure you can see it. Dark down here next to the blue area. In fact, I'm pretty sure some of that blue I got in the hat itself, so that's okay. And then bring it up real light. And the same on the other side. And then we'll bring in the pink. Keep feeling like I'm getting wet on my arm. Probably because I'm just leaning on the paper and it's damp. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here into the hat too, where it's going to be nice and light there. And blend it down into this color. Bring in the blue or the purple. What is this one called? Blue violet. Had it right to begin with. I started off with the word blue. I'm going to bring this little bit of purple violet up into this side of the hat a little bit more. Okay, so now we have a little purple hat, a purple ball, and we're going to do her little, this thing in the purple too. And her wing. So we'll do those. Okay, and then a little bit of pink. Get everything blended a little better. Okay. I'm going to bring in a little of the blending tool in here to see what we can do there. Get that just a little better blended. Okay, we have to make the bottom down here, and I said I was going to do that in the purples, so it's the blue violet and the pink. Then I will get out a black fine liner and fix up some areas there. Then I have to figure out clouds. Fine liner in black. Okay, this is an Arteza ink Intonic ink onic in black, and we're going to use it to fill in these tiny little areas, make our little flowers and feathers, and our bars a little straighter here. And I'll go over those again and make them a better circle on them. So this is basically just touching up everything, and then I'm going to put white splatter on here. Sorry, that's hard to see. Any other spots that I missed here? Let's see. Don't think so. Okay, the clouds. I think I have a paintbrush in the other room, so hold on. Okay, I got the paintbrush. We're going to use a little white matte paint here. It's the one I use for the splatter effect in the background. I'm going to use it also for the clouds. So I'm going to put that on a plastic sheet here. Then I'm going to put a tiny bit of a sky mist, is what this is called, folk art acrylic paint. I'm just going to put a tad, try to get a tad of that on there. So white and the blue. Going to use just a paintbrush. I don't know what this is, a round number 12 Pro Art paintbrush. Going to get it in the white. I don't know if you can see that. Just dab it in the white and just put a corner, a little tiny bit up here in the blue. And we are going to paint the clouds. Hopefully we'll get enough blue on there. Don't know. So we're going to start around here and then do a puff coming up, kind of turning the brush, and a puff coming out, and a puff coming out. If there's no blue in there, we're going to have to darken that a little bit. And we're just going to go kind of around the outline of that. Try to avoid her foot. Okay. Put a tiny bit of water in there. This side, just kind of round strokes so you can get the look of a cloud. It's okay if it's a little transparent too, because clouds are. Don't have enough of the white down here. There we go. And we'll just do this side over here too. Add a little blue on that one. To the bottom. You want to cover up those black lines that are in there so we can make them blue. And then we have the clouds. Do the same with the one up here. And then we will add a little blue in there too. And the fun thing with doing the clouds this way is you can reshape them any way you want. And it's kind of fun. At least I think it is. Be careful not to get the little owl's ear here. Okay, I'll add a little blue in there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is splatter some white stars around here, and that is really hard for me to do with the camera. All I do is get a little water in the white. Where's the water? I use a whole different brush for this. Is it out here? Thought I brought it out here. Hold on. Okay, raise the camera up. All I do is I'm going to use the same white here, and I'm going to put some water in there. Hopefully I don't get this all over my desk, but I know I will. I'm going to lay a cloth over here. Alright, we mix the water with the white paint. This is a paintbrush with very long bristles on it. I wouldn't be able to tell you if the paint has come off what it is. So I'm just going to tap it with my fingernail over here, and it releases the little dots. And the little dots will represent the stars. So if you put a lot of paint on to begin with, then you get big dots. Keep using it, keep tapping it, and you get the tiny dots. Little stars, big stars. And if you can't get a spot because it doesn't want to get there, you can always just tap down on the book with the tip of the paintbrush and get a few exactly where you want them. And yes, the paintbrush peels, so I have a few of those little specks in there too. And that looks to be about good for me. If you want to add any big stars, you would just take your either Posca pen, or this one is the Signo Uniball pen, and you can even just go on one of these. I'm not terribly good at that. But you can make a better star than I did. One, say, there, and one up here on the top or something. There we go. I think I'll paint that one out and redo a nice little tiny one like that. And like I said, we can go back over these circles and make them better if you want. Add in any ones that you want on there. And I was going to do her hat here. Be careful not to set my hand in anything that I'm going to get all gooey in. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with the moon, as I'm going to take a little of this. I really don't want to touch anything. And kind of go up the side here. Okay, and then from the top, come down. I can't see terribly well, so I'm messing this up. I have to get down a little closer to the paper. Just make it wider at that point. Use that as a spot, huh? Go down that way and bring it a little up here. And on these lines here, I think I'm going to go in with black. So we'll darken those up. Again, I'm going to have to get down to see that, but that's what I'm going to do is on all those with the dots, I'm going to go through there and darken those up. I'm going to take the black pencil, which is running around here on my desk someplace, and I'm going to shade in some of these corners too with just the black. Okay, I did that over here. And then we can do it here. I'm going to be coloring that in, so we're just going to darken those that go underneath the other ones, so they stand out just a little better. Other than that, I think we are done, and I will take a picture of it and post it at the end of the video after I do my last little touch-ups. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the picture. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Bye now.